Reality Team TV. We back. We back. My people, them. Look who's on the red chair. Rees. Rees, my brother.
Yes.
What you saying, my bro, man? Finally, welcome onto the red chair, man. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
It's good to be here, Shafiq. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, like I said to you earlier, really good. Like, it's really good meeting you, finally connecting. You get me? Like we said, it's good connecting on the social media.
Yes.
But I feel like connecting with people in real life, that's the best way, man. It's more, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's like, bro, thank you for making time and thank you for coming onto the red chair, man.
Man, thank you for having me.
Oh, good, bro. Speaking about, the first thing I want to speak about is, spirituality. Spirituality. When I say spirituality, yeah, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
That we're spiritual beings having a human experience.
Let's dive into it, man. And do you feel like, as time's gone by, especially over the last 7 years or something, obviously on social media, more people have been talking about spirituality. More people have been diving into it in many different ways, isn't it? Like, what are your thoughts in terms of like how the world or how certain people within the world like perceive the word spirituality? Do you feel like some people maybe they perceive it wrong, or do you think what are your thoughts just in general, like in terms of like people taking on this meaning of spirituality?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you can obviously be as loud as possible.
As clear as possible.
Yeah,
Yes.
as loud as possible. Yeah, bro. Go on.
It's interesting, the way that you put it.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to my awareness of spirituality within myself, and then my awareness of the social aspect of spirituality,
Yes.
and then the worldwide collective experience of spirituality. It's a couple different things at once.
Yes. And for you personally, how you see like your spiritual journey?
Yeah.
Even though this might sound a bit mad, because I believe first and foremost, even though some people might not agree, but I believe before even religion, like I said to certain people, all of us are spiritual beings, first and foremost, having a human experience, right?
Yes.
And I feel like the older all of us get, the more we, all of us go through our own personal journeys. Some people obviously tap in more into their spirituality more than others, innit?
Yes.
So for you, man, how's your spiritual journey been, and where are you now? Like in terms of like energies, whatever people call it, vibrations, like all of that. Like, where are you with it like at the moment?
With it now.
Yeah, with it now.
Man, my age is easy. So I'm 24. I'm about to be 25. This might be out when I'm 25.
Yeah.
And since I've been 16, I've been a researcher. I've been someone who is essentially looking for answers. And as a human, or as the person that I am, I dive into things, So if there's something that I'm interested in, I will dive in and I'll immerse myself so I have my own rich experience that I can speak to you from. So the past 8 years, I've been exploring everything that you can think of, from yoga to Chinese medicine to like Abrahamic faiths, like the old Hindu faiths to everything you can think of from all the different cultures, yeah. And again, my biggest thing is that it's personal to you. It's between you and God. It's between me and my relationship with the Most High energy. Yeah, there is one complete energy, and then there's like attributes of that energy that we can tap into, and then however you see those attributes is up to you.
Yeah.
But we're all sharing the one energy, and
yeah. No, go on. I'm just literally listening to you. Go on.
Yeah.
Take whatever you want to take it, bro. Continue.
Yeah. We're all sharing the one energy.
Yeah.
Right. Together.
Yeah.
And so there's that side of things, and then I wanted to move on to the people.
Yeah.
Like to the people thing, because again, it's gonna go back to this message of it's about your relationship with that one energy, your personal relationship with this one energy. Okay. All right. Now, how you deal with this? Okay, so there's a saying, right, which is that like you think you're spiritual, go spend 5 weeks with your family. Right? You think you've gone across the bridge of enlightenment. Now go and spend 5 weeks with your family. It's a very important phrase because essentially the first 7 years of our lives we are immersed with our family, and a lot of our positive and negative experiences are are birthed in those first 7 years with these family members. So now when you have a new way of living and a new way of being,
Yeah.
you put it to the test around your family because they're gonna test it really. Not because they're evil or they're the villain or because they're wrong. It's because of you and your psyche and how your psyche relates to the image of them and the actions that they do and the tones that they are using with their voice, you know? So why I say this is you may be triggered around your family, but they can help you be a better person.
Interesting.
Yes. Because again, it's with your relationship with you and God.
Yeah. What about for people who live within, like, for whatever reason? Let's face it, some people, some of us, or some people have got toxic, obviously, families. That's why some people move away from their families
Yes.
and find themselves
Yes.
and rebuild themselves, right? So
For those people.
for those people who have had such a traumatic experiences with their families and
Yes.
whatnot, you know, they got broken within their households or whatever with their families, you get me? And then they've went away, they've gone away, they've done a lot of work on themselves.
Yes.
Like, why would some of them, if you could explain to us, yeah, like for some of them people who do not understand, yeah, why would some of them people, after healing themselves in a certain way, doing work on themselves, yeah, why is it so, if we can go into a little bit more detail, yeah, why is it so important, like really important for them after healing themselves, after being away from, you know, family, all of these people that, you know, cause them trauma and all of these things,
Yeah.
what is it so important for them to come back?
To come back to
Yeah,
their
to
family.
come back to the family after
Yes.
healing, if you get what I'm trying to say. Why?
Yes. Okay.
Allow you to come. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so with this experience, I need to put out a space of empathy to start with,
Of
right? Because it
Cool,
is
cool.
like
Yeah.
as you were saying,
Yeah.
when sometimes circumstances are just the case that you have to leave. It's what you have to do to preserve yourself. So I want to put out empathy for that part of whoever's listening to this and can relate to it, that this part of your experience is valid and it was brave that you did that. There may be an opportunity for you to go back. Now you're a new person. Now you've experienced this, and you don't need to go live with them. It's not about that. It's about rekindling a bond.
Interesting.
It's rekindling a bond with them. If it is possible, then do it. You know, if it's not possible, go give what you have to the world. Essentially, the message is that it's how we carry ourselves with people when people are unpredictable. And so things can be shown to you that you weren't prepared for, but you are prepared. And so how do you respond when you're not prepared? Are you responding in a way that is either is what is required, like right now, like you know, some if I put it black and white for you, when something comes to you that you're not expecting, the black and white answer is that you either need to be very practical very fast, or you need to be very considerate very fast. Right? Because it's not all about us. We're not the main point in the picture. And when we act from this place, but we still remember we are in the picture, and that all comes from inside, that we're going to be, our character will be shown, you know? And this life is about your character, really. You know, in the movie, there's a character, but they're only the character not because of the name of the character, but because the way that the character is interacting with the movie.
I feel you.
Yes?
I feel you, bro.
So the way you are doing things is very, very, very important.
Healing, yeah. The key word here, healing, yeah. Like, you see when people say like all of us, like going through life, you're never too young to learn something new. You know, you're never too young to learn something new. Yeah, like, is there a difference between fully healing yourself and learn, like always learning the older you get? Meaning, like, for example, just basing this just off you, yeah, like. Would you say like you're still, for you personally, you know, going through your own personal journey, yeah? Would you say like for you personally, you're still slowly going through your healing process, or you have fully healed and now you're just literally living your purpose or getting on with the rest of your life? You get what I'm trying to say?
I do get what you're trying to say. Cut and clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crystal clear.
What's going on there?
I'm a human, actually. So with that being said, I feel like my healing journey continues. I cry most days, actually, especially the last like 3 weeks where I've been blessed. Yeah, tears are flowing. It's good. It's good. Now, when we say healing, we're talking about this thing of healing. This
Bro,
buzzword.
continue. I'm going to continue. Guys. Yeah. Healing, bro.
Healing.
This process, yeah.
When we say this buzzword, the process of it has layers to it, right? Like, if you started healing, you initially have you want to look at it like from adolescence to teenager to fully functioning adult in the space of your own healing. So for me, I notice a lot of people when they're in the child phase or the early phase of their healing journey, it's deep, it's dark, it's long-winded. You might need a month or 2 months or 3 months or a year, couple years to like shed a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff backed up. Moreover, once you get through this space, then it's about like, how do I interact with the world? That was kind of going back to the thing.
No, bro.
Because the healing itself is saying I'm self-centering myself now. I'm being the center of my own universe, and I'm dealing with my stuff.
And bro, obviously there's a difference between physical, you know, like when you cut yourself or whatever. I think for me, there's two types of healing, yeah? There's the physical, like I said, either you got like a scar or whatever, and there's internal healing, yeah, right? And I feel like, for whatever reason, I feel like, obviously, healing yourself internally, for me personally, I feel like, anyway, speaking from my own personal experiences, right? Internal healing, yeah, it's a lot more difficult than, you know, healing yourself physically. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because internal, for me, it's like, I'm still going through my healing process in different ways, yeah? And I feel like one of the key words, before I never used to understand until I proper started slowly, you know, going through my own healing process. Like, bro, the key word here is painful, bro, man. Bro, it's painful. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's a lot, especially if you're coming from a background of, you know, like that word a lot of people like to use these days, like it's nothing, trauma, yeah? Like, I understand it's more painful when, you know, when you're healing yourself internally and that. And like you said earlier, you know, like, you cry sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So like, going back to you and stuff like that, yeah, for someone, just a quick advice, yeah? For someone who's watching this, yeah, but they're scared of the pain, you get me? They're scared of going through that internal healing. They're scared of what pain, what triggers they might go through. Or should we say, some people use facing their demons. Like, what advice would you have for people who, for those people who are scared to go on this journey of internal healing? You get me?
see that there is light on the other side. There's that phrase which is you know, your dark side, when you open the when you break open those areas of yourself that are in your dark side,
Yeah.
it's for the light to come in. The crack is where the light can come in.
Mm.
So you have to feel like you're safe to do it. You know, it's important to feel like whatever space you're in, you feel comfortable, and that you can go there. There's a place. If you don't know the place, there's a place
Yeah. What is
to go.
Yeah, bro. Sorry. Sorry if I cut you, by the way.
Yeah,
Sorry if
I was
cut
just
you.
saying about this place. Like,
Yeah.
because there's like a special place where the healing happens inside of you. It's like a cave or like a, but you have to feel safe to go into it because you're not going to die in the place, right? It's just scary to your mind.
Yeah.
But if you feel comfortable going to the place, you experience a lot of profound healing. I mean, you may cry in the place, you may sing, you may break down, and you may need a hug, you may jump around and have a tantrum. There are many things that humans do in this space, but it's not about what your body does, but your body releases something, essentially. When your body releases it, you've now activated the healing process. Some people use a breath work. Some people use, which we can speak about Shalina as well soon. Breath work is a beautiful way because it really gets everything online inside you, emotionally, spiritually, and physically online for the healing process to start and be completed.